Hello and welcome to the second episode of Technique Week. This time we're going to go through some reverse reverb, which is something that I just really recently learned, but I really like the sound of, and I can't wait to actually use it in some of my mixes and some of my songs, doing some producing. But here I've just recorded a tiny little vocal just now, and I was just thinking in my head, what's the first thing I could think of that would what's the first song I can think of that would sound good with this effect? And I just went with Adele's Hello. Hello. You get the gist. So there's my vocal track, and I've just done some tiny little editing to it, just so it's how would you would do this kind of effect really late in your mix when you're doing some nice flares. Alright, so first, since I don't want to actually completely wreck my main vocal track, I'm going to duplicate and then mute the main track, just so that because I'm going to be fiddling around with it, I don't want to accidentally break the track and then wreck my mix. So here we're going to take this just first hello bit. Hello. Gonna use Control E to break either side of it, and once we've done that, we're going to go up to the top to Audio Suite, and under Other you'll see there's this reverse thing. Press render. Easiest thing. Now after that, we're going to do two things. We're going to go Control Shift N, create a new audio track, a stereo one. Since we're working with reverb, it's going to be stereo. And I'm just going to name this Reverse Verb. Mind the typos. Tuck it down here. Color code them if you want, but I'm just demonstrating. Now we're going to send this reversed hello to a new track, a stereo track, auxiliary input, and we're going to name this, I'm just going to name it Reverb just for the sake. But this is where we're going to put this reverb. I'm just going to grab a reverb, and then you want sort of a low reverb. Want sort of around 3 seconds maybe. Like, you can fiddle around with it. And I'm going to just mute using Control M this other part, because we only want to get the reverb off this reversed hello. We output this reverb to a bus. So I'm going to go bus 1, 2. And we make the input of the reverse reverb track into bus 1, 2. So now if we record enable that, should be coming through. So now it's on an audio track, so we can record enable it and record, and it'll print it onto the track in reverse form. So there is our reverb. If I solo this, here's the fun part. Sort of just fix up this part, and then we're going to go back into Audio Suite and back to the reverb, and then reverse this part. And now it sort of comes into a Now you can take that first part and just keep it there. Hello. I'm actually going to send the reverb also to this top main vocals. Hello. And then change the output of the reverb if you want to keep it, if it's like part of everything else. Hello. That's pretty much it. That's what the final thing would look like. It's really good for the starts, when the vocals first come in. It just gives a nice flair to be like, oh, the vocals are coming. Hello. It works really well with EDM as well. I've heard it in many songs. I actually learned it off a friend in university in the first place, so I decided to look into it more. So the next technique is going to be in FL Studio, actually, and it's going to be on vocoding. You make your voice sound like Daft Punk. That's it for this one. See ya.